Did you know there's a nation older than the United States, hidden right in plain sight? A civilization that developed its own written language from scratch? This isn't ancient history from a faraway land. This is the story of the Cherokee Nation. For over 1,000 years, before European ships ever touched American shores, the Cherokee people thrived in the southeastern woodlands, in what we now call states like Georgia, Tennessee, and the Carolinas. They were masters of a vast territory, living in harmony with the land. Their society was sophisticated, organized into towns with councils, and built around a matrilineal system where family lines were traced through the mother. They were farmers, hunters, diplomats, and artists. But then, everything changed. The arrival of Europeans brought diseases that the Cherokee had no immunity to, decimating their population. It also brought a relentless, insatiable hunger for their land. For a time, the Cherokee adapted with incredible ingenuity. They adopted aspects of American culture, hoping to coexist. They built farms, owned property, and created a republican form of government with a constitution. A brilliant scholar named Sequoyah, who couldn't read or write English, single-handedly invented a written alphabet for the Cherokee language. In a matter of years, the Cherokee Nation became one of the most literate societies in the world. They were, by all accounts, a civilized tribe, just as the US government had urged. But it wasn't enough. In 1830, President Andrew Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act. The promise of coexistence was a lie. The gold rush in Georgia sealed their fate. Despite the US Supreme Court ruling in their favor, they were forcibly rounded up by federal troops. This led to one of the most shameful chapters in American history, the Trail of Tears. Men, women, and children were driven from their homes at gunpoint and forced to march over 1,000 miles west to what is now Oklahoma. They had little food and inadequate clothing for the brutal winter. Over 4,000 Cherokee people, a quarter of their population, died on that march from starvation, disease, and exposure. It was an act of ethnic cleansing. But the story doesn't end there, because this is a story of survival. Those who survived the Trail of Tears rebuilt their nation from the ashes in a new, unfamiliar land. Today, the Cherokee Nation is one of the largest and most prosperous tribes in the United States. They operate their own businesses, hospitals, and schools, preserving their language and culture for future generations. Their history is not just a tragic tale of the past. It's a living, breathing testament to the unbreakable spirit of a people who refuse to be erased.